Hey there folks, and welcome back to Space Engineers. I know I haven't given this series as much love as I should have, so we're going to make a nice long episode today. And recently they put in an update and it didn't do much, but one thing that it did add was magnetic landing gear, so that means when you get close enough to a surface you can, we'll get close enough to it and then we can turn on our magnetic landing gear, and it says it's locked right now in the corner. And right now it says it's in proximity, so that means it will lock. But if you get far enough away, it says it's not in proximity, so there we go. And when we get out, it just has like this little green animation to show you that it's locked into place. And when it's locked into place, like right now I'm trying to move, and I'm having no such luck. So that's what it does, is it kind of keeps your spacecraft in a locked position, which is nice. So you can make carrier ships now and dock your craft inside without having to worry about them destroying the inside when you move your carrier. So we can turn it off and away we go. But what we're going to be doing this episode is, well, I've built a couple things so far. I've built a couple small craft, I built a large one, and I built some mining stuff. But now we're going to build our first military vessel. I tried building the SSV Normandy. Somebody suggested I build it, but it has a lot of long sweeping curves, and all I have to build with are 90-degree and 45-degree angles. And when I finished building it, it kind of looked like a freshly minted bowl movement, so it literally did look like a floating space turd. So I decided to cut that out, and that's why you haven't gotten many Space Engineer videos, is because I was busy working on that and it turned out absolutely terrible. But today we're going to build a large military vessel, and we'll probably have room for, I would guess, 1 or 2 military fighter craft inside, and then it'll be fairly large. And in fact, how am I going to want to build this? I think I'm going to want to build it in like segments, and yeah. Let me think about this for a bit. Okay, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to have Steam Universe. Go away. Can't turn that off. Sorry about that. I'm going to want to have several segments that connect to each other, but each segment is going to be, you can operate it on its own. It'll have its own piloting chair, so if the ship gets damaged, it will, there will still always be somewhere to control the ship, and even if portions of the ship get separated, they'll still be able to fly on their own. So that's what I think I'm going to do. Let's just get a base for the ship going. This is going to be the hangar bay. I think that's good. We'll have our hangar craft here, we'll have some command and control stuff here, and then that'll be the front of the ship over there. Might want to make this a tad bit, well, I think this should be big enough to fit a couple craft inside. And then we'll have a hallway. Let's see here. That will go to another section of the ship. This will be like the interior section with probably our storage and our medical bay and that sort of thing. Let's see. That's 4 on that side, another 4 on that side. There we go. Actually, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's not symmetrical. Grr. I'll have to fix that. There we go. Should I make it a little bit longer? I think so. We can maybe even add some storage in here. That should be good. And whoops. 4. Yep, I think that's 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll have another segment with Well, first we need to connect it with the hallway. And then we'll have... Let's make this our main power plant area. And we'll make this 6. Yep, there we go. And that, well, we're going to want large power plants in here, so we'll want to make it fairly large. So we'll have room to maneuver. It should be able to fit the large power plants. Let me just see. 8. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll be able to fit quite a few of them in. And on this back section, we'll have a staircase that leads up to the bridge. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure it's symmetrical. Alright. Well, that's going to be the foundation for our craft. No. Let's start off by putting a gravity generator on it and stuff so we can walk around on our ship a little bit easier. It'll make building it quite a bit faster. Let's see. There we go. I don't know, should I put 1 or 2 layers of armor on this? This is going to be a military craft, so maybe where we have the generators and stuff, we'll put more armor. So we'll put two blocks of armor. Okay. Yeah, that should be good for power plants for now. And now we'll want to get a couple gravity generators going on, and even a gyroscope just in case. So we'll put a couple emergency gyroscopes in case I bump into the thing. We don't want it spinning off into space, because that can happen. Even though this is a very large craft, I don't think we should have that problem, but you never know. Alright, now that we have some gravity, we can turn off our jetpack, and we can move around quite a bit quicker now. And I don't know how long. I might have to put another gravity generator at the front of the ship. Yep. I'm going to need to put another gravity generator somewhere over here. There we go. Alright. Now, how are we going to want to make this ship look? We're going to paint it later, but I think the front of the ship should have a little bit of armor. Just a little bit, so we're going to put 2 thick at the front, and whoops. Let's see, and then that should be good for that. Let's rotate this around. Yep, there we go. How are we going to want to make this look? You can make it kind of look like the front of the Prometheus, and I think that would be a decent way to go about doing this. Alright, let's do that. Whoops, wrong spot. There we go. Alright. Give it a little bit of slopage to reflect the shots, if we ever take any, which I'm sure we will. And in fact, we should make sure to keep in mind that we're going to want to put thrusters on this, so we're going to want to have the thrusters protected, and as well as that, we're going to want to have missile launchers on this to protect ourselves. So we're going to want to keep that in mind while we're building this. Should I make this 1 or 2 decks? I think the hangar is going to be 1 deck. There might be like a mezzanine up there that you can look out the windows and have a captaining chair or something. Then for the hallways, I think there'll be 1 deck. We might make these areas 2 decks. I know the bridge for sure is going to be poking up above the rest of the ship, but I might even put like extender pods on the side for engines and extra protection. We'll have to see about that. Alright, that's 2. 1, 2. Okay, that's symmetrical. Gotta make sure everything's symmetrical. Let's see. Where's my little ship? I'm gonna see how big this is and see if we will indeed be able to fly a couple of ships in here. Let's see here. Let's lock it in place. Get out. Yeah, it looks like we'll be able to fit maybe even 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, we'll have plenty of room for craft in this. So that's nice. I don't know, should I kind of make a little walled off area so that it'll protect them from fire, but then it'll limit the entrance and exits to the hangar bay. I think we'll limit it a little bit so we can protect some of our innards a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think that's good. We don't want to make it too thin. Or don't want to make the entrance too thin. Alright. Let's get a couple more of these going. Alright, I think that'll be good for that, and then we'll wanna... see how that looks. I think then that'll be tall enough for the hangar bay, and we'll just be able to make a roof then. I think that'll be fine. We'll put some engines right there for braking, and then we'll put some missile launchers on top. Let's take a look and see how that looks. That's not quite how I want it. Maybe I'll, when I get the roof in, I'll be able to make it work the way I want it. This building system is kind of funny, the way that you... well, whatever. Alright. How tall do we want to make it? Is it 4? I think it's 4 tall. Well, nope, it's 3 tall. I don't know, I might need to make it taller. Well, let's take a look. It'll be a tight squeeze, but I think they'll make it. I think that will be fine. And so... I don't know, should I just block off this and make it a wall, or should I also make it an entrance as well? So many questions, so little time. Okay, well I have all the time in the world, but... I think I might add some natural light by putting some holes in the ceiling and putting the vents on them. But we'll get to the beautification later. Just want to get the design marked out in stone first. Or blocks, rather. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is going to look pretty ugly, so I'm going to probably want to put some sloping on this. I might even raise it up a little bit so that when I put the thrusters on the top, they will be even with the top of the ceiling of the ship. We'll have to see. Nope, don't want to do that. Alright. Yeah. Sometimes these building tools don't work properly, and you have to be in the correct angle, otherwise it doesn't do what you want it to do. Because, yeah, it's not... I don't want to build up like that. I want to build sideways. Maybe if I do this. Nope. Yeah, they still have to work out some bugs in the tools, but... yeah, whatever, it's alpha. What can you expect? There we go. That time it did what I wanted it to do. Alright. So up here we're going to... Oops, not what I wanted to do at all. Alright, and then we'll put some sloping on this. There we go. You'll see what I'm doing in just a little bit. I just don't want the engines poking above the rest of the ship, because that'll make it an easy target. And without engines, they don't move, so gotta have them protected, especially in a military vessel. And protecting them like I'm going to do actually does work quite well. I've tested it out on many occasions. Whoops, not what I wanted to do. And once we finish building the ship, of course, we'll have to test it out. We'll probably make another save of this, and then we'll test out how durable it actually is. There we go. I wish you could fly faster in your little spacesuit. It would make building quite a bit easier. Oh, well, maybe they'll add that later. Who knows? Alright, now what I had in mind was... We'll take these small thrusters. Let's rotate them the way they're supposed to be. There you go. Just like nature intended. And then we'll put a couple more in there for a little added maneuverability. Whoops, not where I wanted. 1, 2, 1, 2. Go down one. There we go. And also, I could actually inlay them, or inlay the rest of them in this little pod. Let me rotate them. There we go. It's not quite the way I wanted it, but it'll work. I think that'll do just fine. Is that right? I think I have that inlaid a bit too far. And... whoops. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to do a jump cut, and then when we get back, I'll show you the finished portion that I'm working on. I'm just going to finish the hangar module, and then I'll be back in just a short little jump cut. See you then. Alright, here we have it. This is the finished hangar section that I created. I put a black and red paint job on it, and I think that's how the whole ship is going to go. It's going to be black with a red stripe down the center, going along with my theming of ship colors, as red being the military version. Oop. I forgot to paint a block. Let me quick fix that. There we go. Anyhow, as you can see, we have some power in here, and quite a bit of room for plenty of fighter craft. I might put some manned or unmanned turrets around here in case we get boarded, but up here we have our gravity generator with a couple of gyroscopes and a couple of nuclear reactors just for extra power. And then we have our main bank of nuclear reactors. And just like I said before, this is going to be very compartmentalized. There are going to be each section of this ship could work independent of the rest of the ship. So right up here we have our hangar bridge, or our command and control for this section of the ship. We'll get to that in a little bit, but as you can see, I have all of my thrusters in all the directions that we need. Up here we have side to side and up and down. On the bottom of the ship we have the same thing, and in addition to adding maneuverability, this acts as a buffer zone. It acts as extra armor as well. And here on the front of the ship we have our reverse thrusters, or our stopping thrusters, and we have some light there as well. And also on the bottom, just like on the top, we have thrusters. These go forward, and there's some that also, rather, they go backwards, and these go forwards. Sorry about that, somebody was at my door. Now back to this. Crap, I forgot what I was talking about. Well, anyhow, as you can see, everything is very well, I don't know, compartmentalized. So we have down thrust, forward, backward thrust, and then on the top we have our, oh, don't want to turn my jetpack off. We have our side thrust, and this is fairly well armored. Now I just need to show you the bridge, and the bridge itself has quite a few directional thrusters on it. It has forward, backwards, and side to side. It doesn't have up and down, but it can't appease everybody, can ya? Alright, turn this off. And this is going to connect to the rest of the ship, which we will build. But anywho, let's get back to it. Gotta climb up the ladder to get to the forward command post, or captain chair. He does climb up the ladder slow, but I guess I don't know anybody in real life that can blaze up a ladder that quickly. Anyhow, here we are, looking at the front of our ship. Not that great visibility, but it will do. And then we also have a reactor in here as an emergency backup, in case the ones down there and down there are completely obliterated. We still have a little bit of power to power the rest of the ship with. And it does kind of move now, but there aren't that many gyroscopes on it, so it's not that maneuverable at the moment, and it is quite heavy. As you can see, it's quite large. But yeah, I think we are going to add the side pods for a little bit of extra support and a little bit of extra maneuverability. So that's how it looks so far. I think that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, we'll build the rest of the ship. And you should let me know in the comments if you want me to build it on camera or just do the jump cuts that I was doing before. Just tell me which ones you like better. At any rate, that'll be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.